Tip off. Off goes to Minnesota. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. Now here's Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. The 3 ball. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play. You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
George, good.
And obviously their goal right now is to feed him the ball and get him going.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Gobert. Back to Russell. All sorts of time. He squares up and sinks it. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles. Building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now here's Leonard. Jackson with it. Morris for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Here's Russell. Towns for 3. Outside McDaniels. It's stolen by Leonard. Here's Jackson. Takes it inside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
I'll tell you, Jackson's first step is dynamite. A big asset off the dribble.
Russell against Jackson. And he's going for the oop here. And Edwards slams it in.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Here's Morris. And there's the drive. Ooh, went in there strong and tried to power it down. But he drew the contact, and he'll head to the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up. A true utility player, Smitty. Marcus Morris brings a diverse skill set to the court.
He does. Marcus is a hard-nosed, gritty defender who can play either forward spot or even center at times. Plus, he's a reliable scorer and a solid three-point shooter.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
He had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Leonard passes to Morris. Back to Leonard. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Russell. Towns down low. He's working on Morris. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Over Morris. It's McDaniels on the wing. Leonard defending. Russell, 5 to shoot. Here's Towns. Banked it in off the glass.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
The kick out to Morris. Back to Leonard. It's George on the wing. From downtown. Here's Zubats. Jackson left side. Leonard outside. Morris outside. Back to Leonard. This one for 3. He's off on that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Russell with the ball. He's picked up by Zubats. Russell, the pass to Gobert. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
Coming off his third All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Leonard. And the Clippers miss again.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
They get it again. Goes back up. Gobert, no good.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Morris can't hit. Right side, Russell. Pass to Edwards. It's stolen by Leonard. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The T-Wolves on top, leading by 9. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point, doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
So for Minnesota right now, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wing, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the 1. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Minnesota in the lead. Russell up top, defended by Jackson. Up top, Edwards. Towns with the ball. And Edwards slams it in.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
Now here's Russell. Unloads from 13. Pass to Gobert. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Edwards for 3. Gobert. It's good on the putback.
You see how seriously Gobert takes rebounding, just getting after it. Great activity.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Russell against Jackson. Russell, the pass to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Russell. Up top, Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And this is what point guards like Russell are responsible for, setting the table for his guys. Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Edwards. Towns for 3. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Leonard can't get it to go. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Russell. To the wing, right side. Towns for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Pass to Morris. From deep. From outside the arc. The shot won't fall. And Minnesota the other way with it now. 1:46 left in the first half of basketball. Edwards can't hit. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. The kick out to Morris. For 3, George. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
It doesn't get any easier than that for Rudy Gobert. His size is sometimes overpowering.
Now here's Jackson. Morris on the wing. Zubac passes to Morris. Jackson outside. George finds Leonard. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. It's stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Able to switch gears at a moment's notice. Jackson beating his man off the dribble.
And Edwards.
Whoa! Did you see that
finish?
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant.
Foul 6. Reggie Jackson. Second personal foul.
And that one falls for Town. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 16-7 run. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Anderson for 3. Paul George pulls down the board. And here's Zubac outside. And it's Noel with a rebound. Here's McLaughlin. And so it's Minnesota feeling confident.
The score. The Clippers 15. The Timberwolves 33.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Now here's George. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Prince. Now Anderson takes the 3. Stolen by Jackson. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's George. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
Paul George. 2 shots.
That one's no good. And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Now here's Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. Beyond the arc. Gets a hand on it. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
First team.
Clippers on D. Here's McLaughlin. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Now here's Leonard. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's McLaughlin. Driving inside. Pass to Noel. The three is up. Anderson against Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Out left to the wing. Here's Reed. Shoots over Zubats. We've seen a lot of coaches make the transition from college to the NBA. Smitty, what are the biggest challenges in making that leap, you think?
I think gaining trust from your players is totally different from the NBA and college. Also, the pace of the game. Not the speed of the players, but the flow of gameplay itself. And finding the soft spot in an NBA defense is much harder than it is in college. Not explosive at all. Kyle Anderson is crafty. Nice play to draw the foul.
And the second free throw is good. The Clippers have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Leonard can't get that one to fall.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Pass to Noel. Reed with it. And the layup is good. Reed's got his first basket.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Outside, Anderson. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Can't get it to drop.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Leonard passes to Zubats. Here's Jackson. Cans it with nobody near him. Jackson's got 6. The Timberwolves have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. There's the triple. And the three-pointer goes.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Leonard for 3. Reed with the rebound.
Something's off about him this quarter.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Graham.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Here's Prince. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Pass to George from deep three-point range, and they recover it. Back to Morris. Jacks up a 3. That shot, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Outside, Anderson. From deep. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
George for 3. Drills it from deep. 11 points in the game.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Pass to Prince. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Leonard outside. Misses the jumper from the wing.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
At the end of the third quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hand. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Timberwolves, Downs plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's McDaniels in at the 3. Jackson finds Zubats, shoots. That's good from Jackson on the assist by Zubats.
Nice play. Usually Reggie prefers to initiate, but this time gets it done off the catch.
Russell to pass to McDaniels. Gets the 3 to fall.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
Now here's Morris. Oh, and Another three for the Clippers.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
George for three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. It's McDaniels on the wing. Leonard defending. McDaniels, that's good. McDaniels got 6 points in the quarter.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Morris outside. Four on the clock. And so the ball out of bounds. Morris touched it last.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
The Timberwolves have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Here's Russell. Rebound by the Clippers. And a deep three from Leonard. The Clippers rebound. Pass to Morris. From deep three-point range. Russell with the rebound.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Stolen by Jackson. Morris passes to Zubac. Back to Morris. Leonard on the wing. Fires the three. Nails it from three.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Outside Russell. Throws it up high. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Jackson with it. And it's Gobert picking him up. To the left wing. Leonard outside. Oh, they pick off the pass. A minute 50 left in the 4th. Edwards fires from way outside. The rebound by Jackson. For Los Angeles, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Leonard. The shot no good. McDaniels with some nice D. And here's Edwards. Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. And no good. Los Angeles has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Timberwolves.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Anthony Edwards.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
From deep. Towns can't get it to go. Now Los Angeles with it. So far in the 4th, they've allowed just 6 points. There's Jackson with the 3. Pass to Zubac. And stolen by Gobert. Now Edwards. So it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that.
Welcome, everyone.
Oh, say does that song.
And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. Now here's Jackson. The kick out to Morris. Fires from deep. Adams grabs the miss. And here's Memphis. Brooks from outside. He buries it from three.
And coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it will be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Here's Leonard. Back to George. Launches it, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, that three-pointer's got to fire up George and the entire team.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Shots good by Morant.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Over to the left wing. Zubac passes to Morris. Now Leonard. The three is up. And he buries his first look.
Sometimes tough to get out to that corner, and Kawhi sat there and made the defense stretch out.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Here's Jackson. That one no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. It's George on the wing, guarded by Bain. Leonard outside. Morris outside. Back to Leonard. It's George on the wing. Driving to the basket. Oh, and the dunk by George!
All George dunk contest? Yeah, maybe a little bit over, but I love to see him get up.
Morant against Jackson. On the wing, Bain. Back to Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Shot clock at 2. Off target from outside.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
George, no good.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Outside for Morant. Sends it home from three-point land. Morant's got 5 points.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Leonard gets the bucket.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
They're both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And then Morant with the dunk.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. that led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that convert you from deep.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And the Clippers have possession, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. And here's Jackson, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Jackson outside. Off target with the three. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Morris finds Zubac. Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Memphis.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Brooks, the pass to Moran. Three-pointer. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
And just nails the three.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old. Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Jackson right side. Pass to Adams. Now here's Moran. Outside Bain. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Jacksons just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Morant. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
George passes to Morris. Back to George. And the jam by George.
Paul George taking it all the way up for the dunk.
Outside Bain. There's the drive. Kicks it out to Jackson. Morant with it. Guarded now by Morris. Brooks outside. The three. It's rebounded by Morris. The Clippers trail. Leonard for 3. Offensive board.
You love any found points. That's like coins in the couch, and PG just got rich.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Morant finds Jackson. Back to Morant. To the middle. And there's Jackson on the assist by Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 3. And Brent, you look at the Defensive Player of the Year award. Generally, the province of big men. Does that shortchange the great perimeter defenders?
I think so. I mean, we're seeing more and more with teams playing small, BA, the value of being switchable on the perimeter and taking on the best offensive player that tends to come from the wing position. So you got to put some more value in how wing defenders are out there and shutting down primary offensive players on the other team.
Jackson outside. To the paint. Here's Adams. Deflected. And he gets it back. Jackson outside. Outside Morant. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Jackson, pass to Leonard. 1:27 left in the first half. Pass to George. And here's Zubac. Here's Leonard. Over Bain. And that one's long. Memphis leading. Here's Morant. And here's Bain. George defending. On the wing, Brooks. Adams with the ball. Outside for Brooks. Here's Bain. Now here's Adams. Yep, that one goes.
Well, Adams back in the paint. That's where he lives.
Here's George. 12 points for him. Pass to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Zubac finds Leonard. To stop the drought. And he lays it in. Leonard's got 8 points.
That's great touch from the swingman, as Kawhi knows that he can capitalize from that area and he can get there anytime he wants.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, teams try to get physical with Morant, but he shows exceptional body control off the contact.
And the jam by George.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a...
The Grizzlies, 25.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Green. Then it's Xavier Tillman. And it's Aldama in at the 4. And Memphis shooting is around 55% so far. Pass to Tillman. Jones in the post. Working on Covington. Here's Conchar. Uses the glass on the layup. Conchar's gotten his first points in this one.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Jones against Wall. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Adams is checked in. Here's Powell. Pass to Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Getting up and finishing with muscle. Love seeing Wall attack the basket with ferocity.
Here's Conchar. Outside Jones. Back to Conchar. Outside Jones. 4-3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Jones has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Aldama's checked in for Adams. For 3, Powell. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall.
Great job by Norman Powell off the catch.
Memphis has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Pass to Aldama. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. On Robert Covington.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And he can't hit the second. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Here's Wall, and the big finish by Wall.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
Jones in the post, guarded by Batum. Green for three. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And after getting smoked earlier in this game, they battled back to take the lead.
And that one misses.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
Pass to Aldama. Outside Jones. Here's Aldama on the wing. Conchar down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Aldama, covered by Covington. Aldama, no good. The Clippers in the lead.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State, Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
And for Mann, proving he belongs earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
And B.A., I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
Clark is checked in for Memphis. Williams comes in for Aldama. And the jam by Covington.
And being that Wall is a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Outside for Green. Jones against Wall. Pass to Conchar. Powell with a steal. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Mann. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That free throw no good.
And Terrence Mann, after being a role player in his first couple of seasons, we're starting to see him get a larger chunk of duties for this team.
And Brent, Terrence Mann has embraced the added responsibility.
He plays a great combination of the 2 and the 3 spot. And I just love the confidence that Terrence Mann is building, becoming more of a scorer and becoming more of an attack threat. He came in as a pass-first guy. Now he doesn't pass too many of those opportunities up.
Pass to Covington. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Memphis. Right side, Williams. Green finds Clark. Outside for Green. Back to Clark. To halt the run. And he sinks the layup.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Jones against Wall. No good. Memphis trailing here. Jones, the pass to Clark. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
23 seconds left in the third quarter. Jones from outside. And he can't get that one. The Clippers have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Wall, the pass to Covington. The kick out to Wall. Here's Mann. Back to Wall. Pass to Mann. That'll count. No good on the buzzer beater. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Back to Jackson. Here's Leonard. Count the basket and the foul. Ja Morant picks one up.
That's the power and strength he brings. Kawhi able to absorb the contact. I'm not even sure he felt it and still knocks it down. When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career, it had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Jackson outside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Now Brooks. Pass to Bane. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by one. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
The drive by Morant. It's rebounded by Zubac. Los Angeles has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Jackson finds George. Back to Jackson. George passes to Morris. Leonard on the wing. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Jackson outside. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Bane, the pass to Morant. 5 on the clock. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Leonard against Brooks. George. Great D that time from Bane. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Takes a step back. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's foul number 2 for him. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Jackson against Morant. The 3 from Bane. Rejected by George.
Oh, George has such great defensive instincts, the length, and then the read that time.
And so it's Memphis with it. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Leonard. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Desmond Bane. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Jackson can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Jackson finds Leonard. Morris against Brooks. George passes to Morris. Back to George. Shot clock at 5. Zubac inside. Pounded by Morant. Leonard for 3. The offensive rebound. And the Grizzlies shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway. Jackson. Morant, pass to Adams. Brooks outside. Fires the 3. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his third personal foul. Second team.
Here's Morant. Jackson outside. Clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Three-pointer. Misses the 3. Zubac against Adams. Leonard outside. So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. So alongside
And Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And so often we have these epic guard matchups, and tonight It's all about the front courts and not the back court. But nonetheless, it should be fun.
No doubt, Kevin. These front courts are big. They're dynamic. They're physical. A number of these guys can shoot it from great range. This should be one heck of a show.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Rudy Gobert is one of the game's dominant big men. He understands how to use his length and his size defensively, and he's figured out how to fit in. This guy is an outstanding screener offensively.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Here's Russell, right side Towns. Takes a 3. Minnesota gets it back at a new shot clock of 14 seconds. Morant with the steal. We're about 1 minute into the first. Jackson. Towns with the defensive effort.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
And Morant throws it down.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen well above the rim.
Russell passes to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Towns has got his second bucket. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Bain against Edwards. And Adams sends it back.
Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back.
And a wide open look for Bain. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Adams. Brooks with no one around. Nailed from three-point land.
Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
Here's Edwards, and finished off by Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Morant against, oh my goodness, what a play.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Edwards.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window, and exploits it.
Russell against Morant. Takes it to Brooks. To the middle. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. Payne for 3. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Here's Edwards. Poke loose. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Adams dishes to Morant. Back to Adams. McDaniels with the ball. Now defended by Adams. Russell kicks to Towns. Feeds to Gobert. Back to Towns. 7-foot shot. Basket good. Towns has got 6 points.
Boy, Rudy Gobert usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Here's Morant. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Gobert finds Towns. Russell with it. Back to Towns. This is it to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Jackson passes to Brooks. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
And the toughness of Brooks on display, not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1 second left. And that one is off. Tie game in Minnesota. And back with the start of the... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point guard. And they get it back. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Morant. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Russell finds Towns. Here's McDaniels. And here's Edwards from the arc. Towns high post. Pass to Edwards. Grizzlies with the rebound. Morant right side. Knocked away. It's stolen by Edwards. Outside, Towns. It's up a 3. It's deflected. Here's Morant. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Adams. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Out to Russell. Here's Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. Oh, and with all the gifted range shooters in this league, Doris, it seems like in the clutch, more teams go for those long-distance, quote-unquote, Hail Mary 3 rather than 2 quick field goals inside.
Well, it makes sense if you have guys who work on those types of shots. We see Stephen Curry do this all the time. But I don't always agree that that should be the play. If you have the time, go for high-percentage 2-point looks.
Now, how about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
And there's the pass to Adams. Outside, Bain. Brooks outside. Outside for Jackson. 4 on the clock. Here's Morant. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Well, this is where Cat can manufacture additional points for his team. Defense focused and locked in on him. Find a teammate.
In the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Jackson finds Morant. In the corner, it's Bain. No good from outside. Timberwolves trail. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Morant. Here's McDaniels. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Out to Brooks from the arc. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Memphis.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Morant surveying the D. Outside for Jackson, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And Morant throws it down.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Russell dishes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Morant against Russell. The feed to Adams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Russell passes to Edwards. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. That's 10 points for Anthony Edwards.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Here's Payne. Gobert with the block. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here.
The Grizzlies, 26.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Green. It's Torian Prince. And it's Noel. They're the shooting guard. So that's the Timberwolves foul.
I'll tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic. The Grizzlies shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
And so Clark nails both of them. Here's McLaughlin. Anderson, a screen on Jones. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. And here's the fast break. Pass to Conchar. Memphis moving it around. The kick out to Williams. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That is his first foul of the game.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Really good job to block out there. This is why you want to go put a body on someone when the shot goes up.
Crosses over. No good that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Jones, the pass to Williams. That's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prince. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway.
Now, Torian Prince can have a long career precisely for this reason. His defense is so sound.
Here's Reed. Grizzlies with the rebound. Conchar, the pass to Green. Now Jones. Lays it up off the glass. Jones has got the lead up to 4 now for Memphis.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Down low, it's taken away by Williams. And here we go, the Grizzlies on a fast break. Here's Clark. It's hauled in by Noel. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson, and that one drops.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Jones in the post, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. To the inside. Williams kicks to Jones. 5 on the clock. Stolen by Anderson. And now Minnesota on the fast break. There's Noel, and it's all evened up.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Right side, Jones. No good off the back of the rim.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest opportunity.
That gives them the lead. Noel's got 4 points this quarter.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
And it's Clark in the corner. Kicks it out to Jones. Into the lane. And it's Williams with the jam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Here's McLaughlin. Defended by Jones. Reed the pass to Prince. Back to Reed. Puts the move on. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
For Minnesota, they have missed both of their free throws tonight. 0 for 2 so far.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Outside, Jones to the left side wing. Gonchar, the pass to Green. To the hoop. Reed with the block. Here's Noel. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Tyus Jones. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here's Jones. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Passes to Conchar. Back to Jones. He feeds it to Clark. And Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Here's McLaughlin. Defended by Jones. Prince misses. And it's Williams with the ball for the Grizzlies. A 2-point game. Here's Conchar. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Back to Williams. This one for 3. They grab their own miss. And slam dunk by Clark.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Tie game in Minnesota. And we're coming right back after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. About the perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket. He knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Brooks dishes to Morant. And he goes right over the edge of Russell and slams it down.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
And Towns gets it to go.
What a sweet shooting big man is Karl Anthony Towns. At 6'11", always ready to rise and fire off the catch.
Out to Brooks. Outside, Bain. Dishes to Adams. It's stolen by Gobert. Edwards inside. Brooks covering. And Edwards with the stop.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
And finished up by Morant.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
It's hauled in by Adams.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Towns with the steal. Russell with it. It's picked up by Brooks. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts in a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Up top, Morant. He's guarded by Russell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The aggressive nature of Morant, taking initiative and daring the defense to get physical with it.
He's off on the second.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
And finished off by McDaniel.
You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Morant with a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Morant's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And that's just a great job of staying ready by Morant. He didn't need to dominate the ball to score there.
Gobert with a screen on Morant. Oh, and he misses the dunk. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Brooks outside. Outside for Jackson to tie it up. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got his 4th assist in this one. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. Pretty nice efficiency there. And here's Edwards from the arc. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Morant with it. Now guarded by Tom. Jackson misses.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
It's tipped. Morant with the steal. And here's Brooks from outside. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Down low. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. Memphis moving it around. Brooks finds Morant. Six on the shot clock. Outside for Jackson. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. It's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Leading by 5. Edwards against Bain. Now Edwards beyond the arc. And another three for Minnesota.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Up top, Morant. He's guarded by Russell to end the run. McDaniels knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. From deep, Brooks. It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And this is why Brooks is out there. Amazing watching him come up in the clutch for his squad.
Edwards passes to Russell. And so Minnesota takes the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end.
Pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purists.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. Towns down low, guarded by Morris. That one drops for him.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Out to Leonard. Morris outside. Shot clock at 6. George against Edwards. Here's Jackson. No good. A bit long that time.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Edwards.
Wow, he took off. Can you say elevation? Come on now, guys.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Morris finds Jackson. George with it. Stolen by Russell. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Russell. Edwards has got his second basket.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Jackson against Russell. George passes to Morris. George outside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Russell against Jackson. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Kicks it to George. Launches a three. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. George has got 5 now.
And we talk about George's confidence. When you have that kind of range, you should be confident.
The kick out to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers grab the miss. Jackson right side. And here's Zubac. And here's George. He's got 5. Pass to Jackson. The kick out to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. It's George on the wing. Over Edwards. George, no good.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Edwards can't hit. The Clippers trail. From the arc. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Outside Edwards. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
No good on that one.
2 shots.
Good on the second one. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Jackson down low, guarded by Russell. George with another miss. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Nifty move. And Edwards slams it in.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Leonard with a screen on Russell. Jackson with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Leonard for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Edwards. Fades and shoots. Connects from downtown. Edwards has got 10.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Rebound by the Clippers. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Morris finds George. Russell against Jackson. Back to George. Pass to Zubac. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. George's shot is off. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Jackson, the pass to Leonard. George outside. Pass to Morris. Back to George. And that comes off the assist by Morris. 10 points for him.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
And Edwards slams it in.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Jackson against Russell. Jackson, the pass to Morris. Kicks it out to Jackson. George against Edwards. Morris, a screen on Edwards. George, no good.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns could just be merciless on offense.
And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Edwards for 3. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Pass to Towns. Takes a 3. Doesn't go that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. And it's Morris penetrating. Leonard on the wing. Back to Morris. Leonard on the wing. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Russell to pass to Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Paul George. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
It's all about pace for me. They have set the tone in that area, and they are playing fast, flying up the floor and putting all kinds of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Now here's Russell. Gobert inside. Zubac's there. Here's Russell. Off the left rim and out. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Shot by Leonard, no good. And the Timberwolves with possession. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Count it. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Yeah, inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
Back to Jackson. Pass to Morris. Out to Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Inside. And Gobert with the stuff.
Hard to stop Gobert on the dunk. His length gives him a clear path to the rim.
Leonard for 3. Sinks the tray. Leonard's got 6.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
The kick out to Edwards. McDaniels from long range. Edwards with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Zubac with the steal. Morris on the wing. looking for his first basket still in this one. Controls the rebound and the putback.
You know, offensive rebound is largely about hustle. Paul George plays with great energy and focus.
Edwards pass to Gobert. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Anderson's checked in for Towns. Prince comes in for McDaniels. Noel, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And it's McLaughlin in for Russell. Wall finds Powell. Another shot. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Rudy Gobert picks one up. Then he drops the first. And the Timberwolves making a change here. And that's good as he hits both shots. 11 seconds left in the second period. Here's McLaughlin. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, Covington with a block.
Robert Covington doing big man.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Terrence Mann is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Batum in at the 5 down low. Pass to Powell. He takes it in.
Nice move by Norman Powell on the drive, drawing a foul and putting up the shot.
That one's off. He hits the second from the line. And the Timberwolves with possession here. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Here's Prince. Fires from the wing. Powell pulls it in.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Outside, Anderson. Pass to Reed. Covington grabs the board. The Clippers trail. Here's Mann. No good on the 3 for Minnesota. They've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half.
From an early age, Terrence Mann has been around hoops. His mom was a long-time college head coach and now an assistant in the WNBA.
Powell with it. Guarded now by Anderson. For 3, Covington drops in the 3. Covington's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Kicks it out to Anderson from behind the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Well, for a kid growing up like Mann did, institutional knowledge, having a parent as a coach.
It's a gift, BA. The ability to play hoops with someone who knows what they're talking about. Terrence is such a skilled player, and he puts in the work. And listen to your mom, young fellas.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. On the wing, Noel now covers. Here's Wall on the take. That one goes. Count it. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Not many guys can score on the move like Wall. A true slasher. Gets inside with ease and has a bunch of ways to finish.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul of the game. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Anderson can't get it to go. Now Los Angeles with it. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
What an effort from Wall on the play. refusing to let the foul stop him from taking the shot.
That's off as well, so he misses both. The Timberwolves shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Pass to Reed. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart.
The previous play is under
2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
Up top, Powell. Outside Wall.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Drives to the hoop. Batum. Great positioning on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 2.
If you don't box out Nicholas Batum, you're going to pay. With this length and how well he uses it, it's a bucket.
Here's Reed. Anderson with it. Checked by Wall. Pass to McLaughlin. Let's go with a three. Second chance shot. And that's an intentional foul. Minute 32 left in the third quarter. Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers ball. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Here's Wall. And it's the Clippers ball. They're on an 11-1 run. Pass to Man. The three. The Clippers rebound. Here's Powell. It's Covington on the wing. Going inside. And the jam by Covington.
Showing some tenacity on that take. Robert Covington with the athleticism on that play.
It's hauled in by the Clippers. Batum's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Covington, here we go. And the jam by Covington.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easy.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Wall with it. Russell covering. 36 seconds left in the third. Powell passes to Covington. And the foul called on John Wall. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Here's Russell. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
He's so talented. There's very little Russell can't do. It's just about the consistency, but the talent is all there.
And he sinks the second. Now Los Angeles with it. Outpacing him right now, a 15-2 run. Jackson, the pass to George. Lets it fly. Jackson can't get it to go.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Edwards for three. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And that'll do it for the third quarter. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And here are the Clippers now. It's a 5-point game. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Nice shot by George.
So far, George's competitive play has worked well. He's getting just about everything to fall.
Outside Edwards. Fires for three. The shot off that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Morris passes to Jackson. Leonard outside. Back to Morris. Pass to Leonard. Now Zubats, defended by Gobert. Just 4 to shoot. George. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And now it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Edwards can't hit. And it's the Clippers ball. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there.
Morris for three. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Morris has got his first 3 points of the game.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammate. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Back to Edwards. Towns passes to Edwards. Shot to stop the run. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
The Clippers have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Kicks it to George for three. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
And the Clippers again with a bucket.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Here's Edwards into the lane, and down it goes. 2 points.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
George passes to Jackson. The kick out to Morris. It's George on the wing. Zubats with a screen on McDaniels. George finds Zubats. Edwards with it. Guarded now by George. And it's powered home by Towns.
Aggressive play by Towns on the glass. Recapturing possession so he can take it right back up.
Knocks it loose. Edwards against George. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Look, that's in his range, but he had a defender right up in his chest.
Jackson, the pass to Zubats. Here's Leonard. Kicks it to George. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. George has got 12 points in just the second half.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Looks smart when the shots are going down.
And the foul called on Paul George. That'll be a second foul of the game. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
How'd they pull that off, B.A.?
Right? I'm not sure. A tremendous play. Leonard outside. A minute 20 left in the final quarter. And there's the lob. Dives for it.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Clippers.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again, and it worked.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Paul George.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Morris can't hit.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Kept alive. Here's Gobert. George with the block.
An all-defensive first-teamer multiple times. Paul George has a nose for the ball.
Morris finds George. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Minnesota has possession. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Oh, Morris with a steal. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And Russell, here we go. Lays it up and banks it in.
The speed of Russell on full display. Love watching him turn on the jets and get to the cup.
So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Steve.
Playing in the same conference, having to go through each other year after year. Yeah, that can breed a little bit of contempt. Let's just say it that way.
Exactly. I'm sure you felt that against rivals in your division and your conference.
Yeah, I think most of the time they felt it against me.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Morris with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. George, that's a two-pointer. Morris against Morant. Morris kicks to Jackson. Jackson is doubled. And Leonard has it in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. Morris passes to Leonard. For the three. Grizzlies with the rebound. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Jackson shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
He's become a dependable scorer. This man, Jaren Jackson Jr., well, look, he's averaged double digits over the course of his early career.
He hits the second from the line. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy. And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Here's Morant. It's hauled in by Zubac. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Morris dishes to Jackson. George passes to Jackson. Back to George. Jackson against Morris. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Brooks kicks to Bain. Stolen by George. There's the pass to Zubats. And Adams sends it back. They recover it. Nobody near Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Brooks the best to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Jackson kicks to Morris. Pass to George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And Adams sends it back. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Morant with the ball. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. Driving the lane. And then Morant ramps it in.
And this is who John Morant is. He just doesn't quit. Really getting after it on the glass.
John Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. How about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
A three from Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by one.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
The Clippers have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Kicks it out to Leonard. Pass to Morris. On the wing, Jackson. Shot clock at 5. There's the triple. Connects from three-point range. Jackson's got 5 now.
I'll tell you, one thing Jackson has never lacked: confidence. I mean, when he gets a look, Reggie always believes his next shot will be his best one.
Morris looking over the floor. Outside for George. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here are the Clippers now. The three from George. And it's Morant with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Here's Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on George.
Forget the long-range shots. Ja wants to challenge you down low.
The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Jackson down low. Guarded by Morant. Here's George. He takes it in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 5.
And this is George at his best, taking it at the defense, playing downhill.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles. The Clippers in the lead. Setting the floor for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Now here's Jackson. Morant kicks to Bain. Out to Morant. 4 on the shot clock. A three-pointer, no good. Los Angeles leading by 4. Jackson passes to George. Stolen by Brooks. Adams with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's Morant. From deep, Brooks. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. George finds Morris. Morris with a screen on Brooks. Morris passes to Leonard. It's George on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. A double clutch. And he lays it up and in. George has got 4 points this quarter.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
Here's Morant. And no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. There's the drive. A 3 from Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Well, if you pull players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Team Adams will be a top pick.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Morris. The rebound by Steven Adams. And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens on the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
And here's Jackson. Down to the three-pointer from Desmond Bain. Jackson finds Leonard. It's George on the wing. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And punishing move there on the interior. Usually Leonard's going to get the bucket, draw the foul, or both.
Leonard hits them both. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Morant kicks to Brooks. Morant against Jackson. Jackson dishes to Morant. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Clippers leading by 3. George passes to Leonard. Passes it to Jackson. Outside for George. From downtown. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Morant passes to Bain. That one's not going to go. The Clippers go the other way with it. The pass to George. Leonard with the ball. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Brooks. On the wing, Bain. Defended by George. Here's Brooks. D that time from Leonard. For Los Angeles, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bain against George. Morris outside. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Leonard. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here.
And a clever defender. I like seeing Brooks be that pest on this end and just disrupt it.
Here's Bain. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. Morris with a screen on Brooks. Here's Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaren Jackson.
A superstar who really kind of keeps to himself. Leonard truly leads by example, and it's produced titles.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Morant. Here's Payne. Paul George with the steal. Leonard looking around. It's stolen by Adams. 4 seconds left. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in it. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview.
The Clippers, 21.
Second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Paul George really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
We've got Green. Williams is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Jones. And it's Conchar into the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Conchar. Jones, the pass to Conchar. Takes it off the glass. Conchar's got his first points of the game. Clippers leading by 4. Outside, Wall. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Jones looking for an opening. Inside. Good on that shot. With that, the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Clark.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now here's Wall. It's Covington on the wing. No good with the triple. Jones against Wall. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Ball against Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Conchar. Batum grabs the miss.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
And Wall kicks to Covington. The kick out to Wall. And the Clippers miss again. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 4-point game. Jones dishes to Clark. He gets that one.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Wall against Jones. Takes it out to Covington. Here's the dish to Powell. Out to the wing. Here's Mann. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jones in the post, covered by Wall. Wall against Jones. Green passes to Williams. For the tie. Good D by Covington.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that.
Mann gets the bucket.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Out to the right wing. Here's Conchar, guarded by Powell. Pass to Conchar. He dishes it to Jones. Kicks to Clark. Batum with the steal. It's Powell with the drive. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's Jones. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Concho. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Jones, the pass to Concho. Back to Jones. The kick out to Williams. Here's the three. Wall grabs the board. Clippers leading by 6. Covington into the lane. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Mann passes to Covington. Here's Powell. Doesn't go that time. And it's Memphis the other way. Jones dishes to Clark. Memphis moving it around. Conchar, the pass to Williams. They kick it out to Green. 3-pointer. And another miss by Memphis. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Powell against Jones. Powell in the high post. Batum for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Williams in the post. Over Wall. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
3 quarters behind us and more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Setting the floor for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson at the point.
With elite speed and quickness, Moran continues to be ferocious on those fast breaks.
Takes it out to Leonard. A 3-ball. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
Here's Moran. Outside for Jackson. Passes it to Bain. Dishes it to Morant. Shakes him. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
And the Clippers call time here. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Morant with a wide open look. Morant with another miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And George kicks to Zubac. Feeds it to Morris. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Morant passes to Bain. Jackson down low. Jackson on him. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And you can see the strength that Jackson has added to that huge frame. He is turning into a monster.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. 3-point lead. Leonard with a screen on Adams. Morris passes to Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
And blessed with that high basketball IQ, Leonard able to execute the pick and roll there to perfection.
Morant passes to Jackson. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. He kicks it to George. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And good that time. Now it's a 7-point Clipper lead. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers. The pass to Jackson. Out to Brooks. On the way, Jackson, covered by Morris. Here's Brooks. Left side, Dean. The Grizzlies with another miss.
That is not the shot they needed there. You got to work it around and get a better look.
Morris finds Zubats. Back to Jackson. Pass to Zubats. And they go to the intentional foul. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Leonard, that's for 2. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 3 assists in the game. Now here's Morant. Bain kicks to Morant. Buries it from 3-point range. Morant's got 9 points in the quarter.
What a confident shot by Morant. Gets the hot pass and puts it right up.
Jackson passes to George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Takes it inside. And the dunk by Zubats.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Jackson down low, covered by Morris. 6 to shoot. Outside for Jackson. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Zubats. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
And here's George for 3. That one doesn't drop. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight. That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
Leonard on the wing. He's feeling it. The rebound by Steven Adams. And here's Brooks from outside. A shot off that time. So the Clippers with the win. A narrow win under difficulty. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. And here's the starting group.
Well, you can't help but notice the high style of the Grizzlies as they came through the tunnel earlier on, all set to take the stage in front of their loyal fans. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. Now here's Morant. He kicks to Brooks. On the wing, Jackson. Memphis moving it around. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen well above the rim.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to top it. Taylor Jenkins.
Watch out now. Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you can tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Here's Jackson following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Bain passes to Jackson. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Edwards, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Oh, pretty stroke on Morant's long-range bomb there. When he's knocking down the shot from deep, he can be lethal.
Now, here is Russell. Edwards drives in, and Edwards with the stuff.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Jackson with it. McDaniels defending. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Brooks against Edwards. And there's the drive. And Edwards with the stuff.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Here's Morant. Misses in close.
He's got a nice feel for the crossover, but you still have to finish it off.
Edwards drives in. That one doesn't go. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Bain passes to Morant. Out to the right wing. Passes to Jackson. Now Bain from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Driving in and finished off by Edwards.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
Hey guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. Averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
So it's the Timberwolves now, following the score by Memphis. Edwards, and finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch now, he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Here's Morant, and he banks in the layup. Morant's got 7 points.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Towns wide open. Hits it from three-point range.
Towns gets a good look at the three. You feel like it's going in.
1:02 left in the first. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to wrap.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam.
Strong interior move. Aggressive, assertive, and effective.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Here is Edwards. Grizzlies making the shot. And he drives in, and Edwards with the stuff.
Edwards is so physically developed already. Just brushes off the contact there. Really strong drive by Edwards.
Now here's Morant. He's got 11. From deep. The shot will not fall.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys.
And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
You know, something else they've done really, really well, and I know the analytics don't support it, but they've made the most out of their mid-range jumper opportunities.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the 3. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And a wide open look for Bain. And a miss there on the triple. Minnesota leading by 8. Russell kicks to Edwards. And the accepted wisdom is role players tend to play better at home than on the road. I've always wondered, Clark, how does that affect them more than stars?
You know, I don't know if I actually buy into that. I do think there's a comfort level when you're at home. I think it's always a little more pressurized to be the home team because you have some additional distractions. Typically, role players are a little more inconsistent overall just based on their particular positions, but that's why you don't call them stars. You call them role players.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
Russell passes to Edwards. To the middle. Russell dishes to Edwards. Here's Gobert. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gobert's got the lead up to 8 now for Minnesota.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
It's Brooks on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
In the corner, it's Bain. Jackson finds Morant. Now here's Adams. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Russell passes to McDaniels. Offline with his 3. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing here by 8. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Brooks. Pass to Adams. Morant with a wide open look. They get it back. The second effort. Outside, Bain. There's Jackson with the 3. Out to Brooks. It's Morant in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark. Minnesota leading by 8. Edwards drives in. And Edwards with the stuff.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Morant passes to Bain. Adams trying to free himself up. Bain, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And finished off by McDaniel.
Unselfish. As somebody who already draws a lot of defensive attention, Edwards has to be willing to make that next pass.
Morant gets to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Edwards can't hit.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Out to Brooks. Morant passes to Bain. Back to Morant. Pocket 6. In the corner, it's Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Timberwolves leading by 8. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
I
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. 27 seconds left in the first half of basketball. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And for Memphis, they're shooting 43% for the game. Out left to the wing. Here's Conchar. And the pass to Aldama. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Coming up to the floor for the Grizzlies,
Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves.
the Timberwolves.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of it.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Kyle Anderson is out there with Reed. Then it's Torian Prince. And it's McLaughlin in at the point.
Taking 2 shots.
He doesn't get the second one. Timberwolves leading by 8. McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Prince kicks to Anderson. Pass to Noel. Passes it to Reed. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Conchar. Crafty move. Jones kicks to Clark. 5 to shoot. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Prince with it. Now Green defending. Here's Reed. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jones looking for an opening. He feeds it to Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Reed. Goes back up. He lays it in. Reed's got his second basket of the game.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And it's Williams throwing it down.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agreed, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space.
And space is what he had, fellas. Soft defense there.
Timberwolves passing it around. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. On the wing, Green shoots the 3. And they recover it. Jones finds Williams. Now Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Stolen by Reed. To the paint. And there's a whistle. That goes on John Conchar. That's his first foul.
First 2.
Anderson against Williams. The kick out to Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Shoots a fader. That one off the back iron and out. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Here's Clark. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It goes on Taurean Prince. The Grizzlies shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And that one falls for Clark. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Lobbed up there for Anderson. Taken away by Williams. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. And it's Clark with the jam.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Anderson, a screen on Jones. McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Now the pass to McLaughlin. Shot clock at 6. And there's a whistle. That goes on John Conchar. That's foul number 2 for him. Reed with it. He's against Williams. Banked in off the glass. Reed's got 6.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Green against Prince. Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Here's Prince. Great D that time from Green.
Well, at least he had the presence of mind to change his shot when the defense got on him. You got to improvise sometimes.
And here's the break. From deep, Prince. It's not going to go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Clark slamming it down.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Here's Noel. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Williams is out there with Green. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Jones. And it's Conchar in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And then Morant cramped it in.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Payne against Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Got to have some guts and guile to take it to the bucket strong despite the big fella standing in the way.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Up top, Morant. He's guarded by Russell. Payne passes to Morant. Right wing to tie it up. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Edwards. Towns trying to get open. Edwards can't hit. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. On the wing, Jackson. Here's Payne. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
And it's Towns missing.
Boy, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
Bain kicks to Morant. Outside for Jackson. Back to Morant. 5 on the clock. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
I like his tenacity getting to the basket there, even though the dunk rattled out. 99 times out of 100, you'll get the dunk or the foul.
And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Brooks finds Morant. Nice move. And that's 2 points on the layup.
You want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. Nice.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. So Edwards will go to the free throw line. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Pass to Adams. Out to Morant. Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Adams.
Remains calm and collected. Adams refuses to let the moment be too big.
And here we go. Fast break and Morant's Payton for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Going inside. And he elevates with a slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Morant kicks to Bain. No good on the 3.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Hustle with him. He's picked up by Brooks. Pass to Towns. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. One's on Morant.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Outside Jackson. Outside Bain. Pass to Morant. Here's Brooks. Back to Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow. You see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Outside Towns. And now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Morant passes to Jackson. Back to Morant. Bain kicks to Morant. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Brooks misses. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Edwards looking it over. Clock at 4 to the wing right side. Down low. Stolen by Jackson. Payne for 3. He can't hit that time. And so the Timberwolves take the win. Truly, David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.